A full day of eating for you guys is in store. 2,500 calories, 2,500. Ben dropped my calories yesterday just to initiate that next lot of fat loss. We're 9 weeks out from Dubai. We've got Barcelona in 2 weeks, which I'm going to have off the diet. It's not going to be AWOL, but I'm definitely going to have some freedom. So he decided, right, put the pedal down now. Let's get some fat loss in place. Go away nice and lean, come back, and then it's really game time. I've already been out for a 5k walkers, no cardio today. It is leg day. I was doing cardio 7 days a week and it was trashing my legs. I had no time to recover. Doing cardio on leg day for me is a big no-no. I haven't done it in the past. This is the first prep that I've ran it and I've reminded myself as to why I don't run it. I will run through the macros. I will give you the daily total at the very end. But 2,500 calories is there or thereabouts. Meal one. This has now changed from eggs and bacon bagel into an omelette. The simple reason behind that is I save around $2.50 from that switch. I'm still getting pretty much the same protein in. Both the bagels get dropped, so it's a pull from carbohydrates. The reason why I put my omelette meal first is that it's because it's miles away from training. I'm not training until around 6 p.m. tonight. So pull from the meal that's furthest away from your training. We want to protect your training, your carbs around your training at all times. That is what drives performance. In a dieting phase, the first aim of a dieting phase is not to lose body fat. The first aim of a dieting phase is firstly, retain the muscle you've got, and then you burn the body fat off. If you diet down, lose the muscle, you end up skinny fat. There's not a good look at the end if by the very end of a dieting phase you look flat, stringy because your training performance has gone to shit because you've had all your carbs in meal one and you don't train till the evening. It's not a good place to be, so let's dive in. A staple within any omelette that I use. It bulks out an omelette massively. Per 100 mils, it's 45 calories and it's 11 grams of protein. It is purely protein, so it's a great substitute for taking one egg out and having a ton more volume in terms of liquid egg whites. I am scooping the grapefruits out of the fridge that I told Kim about 3 days ago to clean up, and she's not fucking done it. So Dipstick here is doing it because she's out in Newcastle today, and I just dropped off her on the floor. We'll put the puckers back in, shall we? No, I'm not that evil. I might be a knobhead sometimes, but I actually like her, surprisingly. I always blend the eggs and the egg white up before putting it into the pan. It gives it a little bit of a fluffier texture. Now we've got 2 eggs, 175 mils of liquid egg whites. Oh no, I've got 180, more protein. What a disaster. Things like that don't really matter, guys. It's when you're fucking over egging stuff like peanut butter, dark chocolate and all that, and everything else you don't fucking track. I like to add 50% reduced fat cheese to my omelette, 15 grams, a handful of mushrooms, and a red onion for texture. So I'll get this cooked up and I will show you what it looks like whilst it's cooking and then the finished product. Big no-no is cooking with oils when you are dieting. Don't bother with it. 1 calorie spray. I said it before, olive oil is not bad for you, but we don't want the calories for it, really. I'd much rather eat my calories from food rather than oils at this stage. There we have it, sports fans. How's the flip gonna go? Oh no, disaster. Recovery. Try and do this one-handed, and I don't usually do it one-handed. It's tough. What do you think to that omelette? Is that a good omelette or not? Because I'm never quite sure. People said to me, it looks quite nice. But to me, it just looks like it just looks a mess. The only times I've really had omelette, which look better than this, is when I've been eating out. 301 calories for that. That'll keep you full until lunch. 45 grams of protein, 13 grams of fat, and 3 grams of carbohydrates. That's 2 eggs, 175ml liquid egg whites, 15 grams reduced fat cheese, 2 slices of ham. I don't track the spinach, I don't track the mushrooms, I don't track the red onion. So I'm gonna tuck into this and I'll see you at the next meal. No coffee. Little it is. Turning this video into a grocery haul, I'll do a quick show of what I bought because I think it'd be useful for you. So, beef steak, almond butter, peanut butter. It's annoying. Aldi don't stock these anymore, or they don't in my Aldi. I prefer an Aldi. That is 85% chocolate. That is 70%. I didn't mean to buy that. Oops. Shows that I weren't paying attention. Pink Lady apples. They're the only ones to buy. Almond milk, piccolo tomatoes, because that's what I like. Baby spinach, Pepsi Max, some shit coffee. I'm not going to show you because you will probably call me out for it. See, I sweeten my coffee too much for it to be worth buying nice coffee, so it's just not worth it for me. And some kitten treats because they rule the fucking gaff. Chicken and cheese. I best not rattle this too hard. Right, there we go. Okay, we are in for meal 2. And as always, it's the trusted oats. One trick for your oats, guys, is to make sure you use lukewarm water. If you put cold water into oats, it just will not, you'll not get the right consistency. It'll take ages, it'll stay watery. If you put water that's too warm in and then put it in the microwave, it'll just go really bitter. And I guess another tip for you guys is do not buy fucking Jordan oats, whatever they are, all that. They're really thick oats. These are just the ones I buy. And these are from Aldi. I found them to be the best for consistency. Nearly 10 grams of fibre in 100 grams. A great option to have in your day. Added a little bit of fibre in there. We are having cinnamon Danish today. I've literally got a drawer full of protein and goodies. So that is cereal milk, that is cookies and cream. What I've recently tried, which Aaron, who used to be told me years ago to try, was vanilla and raspberry. That's what I'll be having in my creamy tonight. So we've got creatine, we've got EAs, we've got cyclodextrin. Kim's got some March On workout fuel, not tried it. She's got her own way. 0 calorie maple syrup, caramel flavour drops. I put that in my coffee and I put that in my creamy. She's got some more chocolate protein. And she's got some sort of caramel. So that is pretty much the perfect consistency after 3 minutes for how the oats should look. 50 grams of whey. We're at 2,500 calories. Shit has got to get weighed. 0 calorie maple syrup. I'm a fucking sweet whore. How to track your nut butter easiest. The easy way. Put the jar on the scales, 0 it, and then take it out from there. Didn't get all of it, which is good. That was 5 grams. It's easy as that, guys. It takes 30 seconds to do. You know what you're eating, you know what calories you're getting, and that is how you fucking get in shape. Welcome to YouTube, Peanut. How's tricks? Been busy? That is a pretty good loaf. This is the finished article. Like, it's fucking warm. Beauty. Absolute beauty. And the macros for this meal. Meal 2 is 578 calories, 50 grams of protein, 60 grams of carbs, and 15 grams of fat. That is 70 grams of Scottish porridge oats, 50 grams of whey, 75 grams roughly of blueberries, and 10 grams of almond butter. Topped off with a healthy dose of pink Himalayan salt on top. Do add salt to your oats, guys. It makes it sweeter and it helps with your pumps in the gym. I'm going to crack on with this and then back into work. Post-meal walk to get the monster from the shop. They are a very important part of my day at the minute. The caffeine in there helps suppress the appetite, and it's something to have between meals, which is what I use my Monster Zeros for, and your fizzy 0 calorie pop, your 7-Ups, 7-Up Free, your Pepsi Max. Have them strategically placed between meals, just so it feels like you're having a snack. It's just going to fill your stomach up, give you a little bit of a sweet kick without actually any calories. I think there's 10 calories or something in a Monster. You probably burn off more than that from the caffeine, and it also gives you something to walk to the shop for, which is an excuse to get steps in. Just little things like that can be a very useful tool when dieting. Into the mix for meal 3, we are on cream of rice. And there's a couple of ways you can make cream of rice. You can make it the cold version, which I think I made out last time. You make it, put it in the fridge for a little while. It's like a dessert. The way that I'm going to make it today is the warm way, simply because I want more volume. It's going to be 70 grams of cream of rice, 50 grams of whey, some dark chocolate, some blueberries. I'll run you through how to make it. Boiling water. I use around 400 mils. Pretty perfect consistency. I'll now add some chocolate whey. Let's add a little bit more water. Doesn't take long to prep these meals whatsoever. It comes out like a sort of a cake batter. So we've got chocolate apple pie, I guess. You spend half your fucking time stirring it in. This will go in for 1 minute, stir, 1 minute, stir. Here's the only cat. I mean, he will stay in bed from 10 PM when we go to bed to 6, 7 AM when we get up. He will not move the entire night. He sleeps between me and Kim. The biggest cock bucket in the world. You can see what I mean when it looks like cake batter. It looks a lot nicer. So it tastes a lot nicer than it looks. Now, top it off with blueberries, dark chocolate, a bit of cinnamon. We'll weigh the dark chocolate because, yeah, we're dieting. 8 grams. I suggest buying frozen blueberries for stuff like oats and cream of rice. I'm not a fan myself of blueberries that haven't been in the freezer. There's nothing worse than buying fresh fruit and it going off a day later. It's more expensive and it's just a fucking pain in the ass. We're gonna go for some 0 calorie chocolate caramel on top as well. This is optional, but I like it. And then salt on top. Voila, I like my salt. So, finished product. It don't look too bad. For this meal, 577 calories, 47 grams of protein, 73 grams of carbs, and 11 grams of fat. That is 75 grams of cream of rice, 50 grams of whey, 75 grams of blueberry, thereabouts. Oh, I should have had 10 grams of dark chocolate. I should have 15, I only had 10, so I'll go and finish that a little bit off. That's in the fridge, that'll take me to 15, so. Perfect pre-workout meal, guys. This is what I'm having now, pre-workout. I will then train in around 60 to 90 minutes. This will digest so well. Cream of rice digests perfectly. If you want a pre-workout meal, that's not going to leave you in the gym with a bit of bloat or gas or whatever, get on this. What is happening, fellas? Quick leg day highlights for you. Quick 5 minutes on the bike to get the lower body warm. Now, I've not talked about my intra today. It's 5 grams of creatine, 15 grams of EAs. That is simply it. Headphones on, let's get into the zone. I always like to start with a hamstring curl on my leg day. Get the knees warm. Once I've got this in place, it's leg extension up next, and getting these in ahead of my hack squat has been game changing for my knee health. I'm pre-exhausting the quads, I'm pre-exhausting the hamstrings. I don't need to go in as heavy on the hack squat. It's not always about just how much weight you can lift, it's about how you lift it as well. And since implementing this approach, my knee pain has gone from almost crippling me to the point where I wasn't enjoying leg days whatsoever. I'd almost want to try and get out of them the best I can because of the pain, to really enjoying them. It's probably one of my favourite sessions across the week now. Lunges after hacks and leg extensions and hamstring curls are a killer. And then I also make sure I get the adductor working, the abductor working, to make sure my hips, my glutes are kicking and alive. Getting these in, guys, it's accessory work to your main stuff, but game changing for your lower body, especially if you're looking to lift, if you're looking to run as well. Do not skip the accessory bits. Leg day done, back home, showered, ready for my post-workout. This hasn't changed. I'm still on chicken rice, pineapple and some rice cakes for the post-workout meal. Now, if you've not already got one of these little microwave steamers, get it for your veg. So much easier. It's actually better for you to boil your veg, to steam your veg rather than boil it. So in there's broccoli and some peas. Weigh out my chicken breast. As you know, guys, I'll do 2 kg chicken breasts cooked, and then I'll cook that, and then I'll chuck it in a Tupperware, put it in the fridge, and then weigh my chicken cooked. So that's 150. I made some more up earlier. Oh, fucking blue Peter. Little bit too much over. Bang on. That's 175 grams of chicken breast. The rice that I use is VT, jasmine rice. If you're not on the jasmine rice hype, get on it. I was having basmati for years, up until about maybe 2 years ago. And the fact that I'd not found jasmine rice up until then is an absolute, I don't know, it's just fucking crazy, because it tastes so much better. So much better. If you're struggling to get rice in, basmati rice tastes like shit compared to jasmine rice, in my opinion. More calories per, these are 125 gram packs. I mean, it's minimal, it's like maybe 30 calories extra, but add that up over time. If you're struggling to get calories in, perfect. And from an enjoyment standpoint, if you can eat more of it, perfect. Sriracha on it, and pink lemon salt, as always. It makes life so much easier, guys, when you've got the food prepped, ready for when you come back in. If I had to make this fresh every night, I don't think I could be arsed. Like, I genuinely don't think I could. So there's no wonder people who don't meal prep, or at least batch cook some sort of the meal. So the chicken, for example, find it hard to stay on plan, on track for very long, because who could be asked do this every night? So in fact, I'll put the sauces on first and then show you. Look at that. And then for the rest of the meal, I have about 3 pineapple rings. I simply just buy Aldi's pineapple slices, pour out the juice, have 3 rings, and then I'll have 2 caramel Snacker Jacks. And that is my post-workout meal. 676 calories, 62 grams of protein, 88 grams of carbs, and 7 grams of fat. And a perfect post-workout meal. Post-workout, you want to keep fats low. Aim for protein and carbs to replenish the glycogen stores. Right, my food's going cold. I'll catch you for the last meal, which is a fucking creamy. See you then. Final meal of the day. That's what it looks like right now. So, if you've not got a creamy, this is how it works, really. You chuck it in, get it on, turn you around. So you're locked in, turn you on, ice cream, it's gonna make a lot of noise, so I'll see you when it's done. That's what it looks like. First time round. So, we go again. Bang. So, see if you can see this. For that meal, it is 256 calories, pretty much 40 grams of protein, 5 grams of fat, 13 grams of carbohydrates. The total for the day, plus, so it's what meals I've had, plus I've had 2 slices of ham and an apple because I had around 90 calories left, brings my total to 2,517 calories, 255 grams of protein, 251 grams of carbohydrates, and 56 grams of fat. Now, pretty much hit my protein bang on. Carbs, maybe 10 gram under, fats are a little bit over, but I don't mind carbs and fats being slightly interchangeable as long as they're pretty much there. Proteins hit, calories are hit. I'm off to enjoy a creamy vanilla and raspberry. I've got chocolate hazelnut flavour drops in. These ones are from Bulk. Recommend them all. This is the best ones though. Butter biscuit from My Protein. The best there is. Now, I'm gonna go enjoy this. That's a full day of eating wrapped up with 2,500 calories. 9 weeks out from the Dubai Photoshoot, guys. If you haven't yet subscribed, do subscribe. Get me to 100 subs. And I'm sure I'll see you again in the next 9 weeks. Ready for another full day of eating. Likely to be on lower calories next time, so catch you then.